What's the new name now, huh? Marvel's Agatha was Coven of Chaos, was House of Harkness, was the Darkhold Diaries. It's got a new name again. Fourth name, ladies and gents. It's got the fourth name. Fourth time's the charm. I mean, Christ, honestly, Marvel's changed this name more than I have my underwear. Joke, obviously, but you see what I mean. This is just nonsense, and speaks to a larger, broader problem with Marvel. They just literally have no idea what they're doing. This is such a joke, and I don't even know what this is indicative of. Is this indicative of them like doing reshoots? What is it? So bizarre. Marvel's Agatha, subtitle here, changes its title for the fourth time. For the fourth bloody time. Oh dear, oh dear. So in a sure sign of confidence, Marvel has apparently changed the title to the upcoming Agatha series again. So it was originally Agatha House of Harkness. I quite like that name, to be fair. Then it was Agatha Coven of Chaos. Bit lame, because a coven is like a group of witches. Unless there was a group of witches, that doesn't make any sense. And then Agatha Darkhold Diaries. Not sure that makes any sense, because isn't this set post WandaVision, and she doesn't have the Darkhold anymore? So that never made any sense. I think that the one which made the most sense was House of Harkness, because she's Agatha Harkness. Do you know what the title is now? Agatha All Along. Which is apparently a reference to the popular jingle from the WandaVision series. But also, it was Agatha All Along. Honestly, this stuff makes me sick. This is just pathetic. What a terrible name. It's seriously pathetic. So as this article notes, does the title change reflect the tone? The three previous titles sound a bit more on the dark and serious side, which is true, they do. However, referencing the song from WandaVision seems to indicate that the tone of the show won't be as dark and potentially goofy, which I think is super dumb. They should have just, if you're going to change, we don't need any more goofy stuff, Marvel. Seriously, for God's sake. We've had enough. Like a lot, there's been enough. There's enough goof. Marvel also debuted a first look at the series, which we've seen. It's like here. I can't be bothered to watch that. So Catherine Hahn is going to be back as Agatha Harkness. Aubrey Plaza, great actor like Aubrey, plays Rio. The series is also going to star Joe Locke, Patti LuPone, Sashir Zamata, Aliane, and Emma Caulfield, Maria Ditzia, Miles Gutierrez Riley, and Okui Okpokwasili. Butchering these. And there was a leaked description for the first episode offers that we see Agatha Harkness finally breaking out of a spell she's been trapped in. She can't wait to go back to her old murderous ways, only to find that she's powerless. So the only way forward is for her to embark on a perilous quest to get her powers back with the help of an unlikely friend or two, which does sound goofy as shit. And sounds pretty lame, not going to lie. That sounds super lame. Does sound goofy, doesn't it? Doesn't like... oh my god. This whole thing, this whole show. This is... If there was a show that I think perfectly represented Marvel's chaos at this point in time, it would be this show. Constantly changing names. Not understanding tonality. Not understanding their target market. This is that show, isn't it? Let's be honest. That is what this is. I mean, it's just nonsense. It's absolute nonsense. Let's watch a little bit of this, shall we?
I was so patient. Waiting for you to reveal your true self.
We knew we had something special on our hands, but I think we were all flabbergasted by the reception. People were hungry for something that felt nostalgic and something that everybody could sit around and watch and wait for on Friday nights. Friday nights! Like, who stays at home on Friday nights and watches?
Oh my god. This is just garbage. Is this actually the first look, or is this still some crap from...
And dangerous.
Oh my god, this is not a first look. This is them just recording stuff. Oh god, what a waste of my time. Anyway, so there you go. I mean, like I said, this is indicative of Marvel's larger, broader problem. Just sheer nonsense and hubris as well. I've got to say, very much a hubris element, because they clearly think that what they're doing is correct, but I mean, they don't. Like, it's nonsense. They don't really know what they're doing. Just Agatha all along. Fucking seriously. God, man alive. This is one of those things that they probably did and they were like, this is so funny. This is so meta. Yeah. Ugh. It's not meta. Well, I mean, it is meta, but it's pretty fucking lame, to be honest. So there you go. Agatha's changed its name again. It was Agatha all along, which is that a reference that it was Agatha all along in WandaVision? Is it a reference to the name was Agatha all along? Probably as well. It's a reference to everything. It's a reference to the jingle from WandaVision. It's literally a reference to absolutely everything. It's so meta, guys. It's so meta. And so infuriating all at the same time. Do we think that Marvel will ever change their tune on stuff like this or not? Do you think they'll ever realise that they've messed up? And do we think as well what the number's going to be for this? Considering that they have consistently, and it is consistent, they have consistently fallen by the wayside numbers-wise. Like, every single series is released. And recently, it was, Loki Season 2? That got terrible viewership. So I do wonder, I mean, I don't think this is going to get watched like much at all, because they kept people hanging around. There was like, oh, you know, there's Evan Peters. Is it is that going to be Quicksilver? No, it was like someone boner. It was a boner joke. I mean, seriously, just absolutely appalling. This whole thing's just appalling, genuinely appalling. So yeah, I think the viewership will indicate that people have checked out from this, personally. But I do hand on over to you. What do you think? Are you with me? Are you against me? Let me know. Let me know down below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. So cheers, guys. Take care. Bye-bye now.